Well, hello everyone and welcome yourselves back on in to Icarus Olympus with me, Lons. I hope you're all well and having a great day. Now, look at this. I know there's a couple of things I've been doing just a little bit here. This one wandered into our territory with its mother, so I thought we may as well tame it. We've got ourselves another Tyrannus on the way. Now, thank you for the name suggestions. I have named the chicken or the mower Kevin. And we've got Maximus here for our Tyrannus as well. And with this new one here, give me some name suggestions for that one as well. Happy to do that. And we'll be naming as the suggestions come in and we tame as well. But as always, thank you so much for joining me. There's a little bit I need to talk to you through here as well. And don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already. Now, you'll see these little signs. So I found out which ones I needed to do. And this is why I haven't put them in the rows like people were suggesting. Now, I still could with the signs, but I've got a few building things to change today, and I've tried to label these up to make my life a little bit easier. So you can label them with either any icon in the game, which is insane by the way, or obviously the colored text, which is what we're going for on some of them that are mixed at the moment. So we've gone through and done all of that. I've also been out multiple times. I've gone up one level, and what I've done is basically prepped up quite a few already. So we've got 21 concrete ramp / stairs, 17 concrete floors. So we've got, I think, pretty much all of our floors. I did write them down. Now we need to get to about 50 pillars, I think. So I'm going to smash out those as well. There's another 17, but it's really costing us on the steel rebar. So we went out and cleared another mine as well and got some more ingots. I've also been knocking up the rebar. So we'll hit some more of that. It is very expensive building in concrete, man. And the plan for today, though, anyway, you'll see extra pots going down as well. We're going to get this filled in with the rest of the pots, but I'm also going to change things up. So I'm thinking a staircase right here that goes up, and we build a second layer from this end, or do we put it here? And then we bridge over in glass all the way over, maybe, and then build another one the other side. But for now, the bedroom's going to go up the top. That's the main goal for today, and pure concrete. I also grabbed in a couple of reinforced glass, and the plan is to replace some of these with it. So we've got full windows. Now, I'm going to get rid of the window pieces there, and I'm going to put in, so let's say two glass window pieces here. So we're going to upgrade that one to reinforced glass right there, and that one. And construct 100 concrete building pieces. So that's going to be the start of our glass at the front. I need to remove and change these, if I'm honest. So I'm going to pick up the windows. We're going to deconstruct the walls, and we are going to deploy these. And that gave us a couple more wall pieces at least. There we go. So hopefully, what have I got? One more over there to get rid of, and one more there to get rid of. So we're going to change it all up. This will look a lot better when we haven't got that as well. I might also put a window there. I'm not sure how many reinforced glasses we will use, to be fair, but I do want to get rid of all these front windows, and I'm going to have to do that from the outside. All right, so there's the front. Obviously, I've figured out that you need to just destroy the top to get those in. And yeah, what I'm thinking is we get the stairs going around the side, and we then latch that up to build a second bit at the top. I'm going to have a play with it and sort that out, but there's still loads of silica to do. And what I've done is gone around and I've pretty much obliterated the silica stores nearby. The main one now is going to be some stone to knock up some more. But here's some I got earlier. And we'll whip up 68 more concrete. And from that, we'll start to place the pillars at least. And the main ones will go around are on the outside, because we'll have a problem if we don't. So we need the stability across the board here. There we go. I got all the way around to this back bit. We're also going to get ourselves a little mission done today, but the first thing, I've got to get this sorted. It is the most important thing for me right now. Alrighty then, it is time, 11:10. Let's get a little bit more meat with us. Points-wise, I didn't really put into anything as well. With the one level up we got, I did 2 points down this way, so we got the carry weight of ores, and I think we went dense packing. I can't remember the other one. Then the solo point, I think we put in that one there, yeah, 10% food effects duration. So we get 25 minutes on bacon, which is nuts. Oh, hello. We will claim ownership of you. Ignatius. Let me know a name for this one then, guys. We want to see what stats it's got. It actually got brave trait. So a very good one for fighting if we wanted to, which is really, really nice. Right, so on the map, I've cleared out all silica nodes pretty much within this area. So we have to go venture a little bit further. I'm going to head on probably up this way. We'll just have a bit of a play down there, and we'll clear caves as well. I'm just grabbing in most things, but mainly silica. So I've been smashing out silica, sulfur, and a little bit of oxide every time we come out. And when I see nodes, I'm just taking them. Ah, I forgot to... My other horse is following us. Okay, you're coming along for the ride then. At least you'll gain some XP. I did bring him home. I got concerned for him. He's now stuck on the rocks. Come this way. Come on, you silly sausage. Can you get up there? Ah, that'll do. So I don't want you following me. So you're going to stay. There you go. You did get a skill point though, which is nice. And let's get you maximum health. So we're going to make him obviously come up the tree. Well, they're mostly built for like a bit of hybrid anyway, the Tyrannus. But yeah, I wanted to bring him home. I didn't want any of that drama. Right, I'm full. My Tyrannus is full, you know, Maximus, so we're going to head on home. Oh yeah, and a rainstorm has hit us, so yeah, it's probably best. Oh, look at that, man. Our container is all full of sulfur. That'll soon go. I think we've actually got sulfur set in here too, so yeah, we've got a few things done. Oh, one thing I did do unlock is sugar cubes and flour, just to knock up a little bit here as well. Let's eat one of these as it's sat here, the wild salad. Doesn't give us XP bonus, but why not? And then a bit more here. So I'm just going to stuff this silica in here for now, just whilst I calculate everything. And I just need, I think, fur and something else. And this is for the saddle for our other Tyrannus. I'm not even sure what it is. Rope and leather. So let's put a stack of each in there so we've got them. Just so we need those bits. Let's grab some of the old rope. We've only got 4, so I think we get some of that in as well. And let's craft one of those for you. I'm pretty sure he's stuck in the water. Probably hungry. I do need to make these guys a barn at some point where they stay. But there we go. You're probably hungry, aren't you? So we at least now, I need a creature deterrent, but we've got some kind of defensive bit here anyway. The rainstorms literally do nothing now. It's hilarious. And the only thing holding us up is actually rebar now. So I'm going to have to hit loads of that. And we are behind on quite a bit. So I'm going to craft all of that up. Just looking in, I think most of the other stuff is good. So whilst we wait, we may as well max out the copper, max out the gold wire. We're going to need all that. So we'll just start stuffing it in. And that's for all our electricity needs and that later on. And then we're going to head on back out. But this time I might take our other guy. Just, actually no, carry capacity makes sense to take Maximus at the moment. So we started stripping that on. The map is huge, isn't it? It's crazy that I've never even been over to these bits really. Let's start pushing. We can carry on this way, I think. Although I don't think I need silica now. It's actually caves, so we should probably get one looking. Now I know they're quite far, but we're going to head down this way as well. And if there's silica nearby in that little unit, we're going to go, because I think there's 4 or 5 caves in this area, so it's worth going that way. And this concrete building that we're making is one of the biggest projects that we are going to have to end up doing. The rest is all going to be like little bits, so we should be fine. I'm just stopping to look for silica. So that is the plan. Although I don't know if I even need more silica, actually. It's the steel bloom again this time, so I think actually any caves on the way will stay by the side. I'll clear them out as well, because it is quite late. I probably shouldn't be coming out this time. One cave done. Now to this one. Now this one I don't have to go in and at least mine, so we'll clear this real quick. Already a little bit overweight, but it's fine. I think this is it tier 2? At least I haven't got to sort bees. I say it because bees are really annoying sometimes. Hello. Yeah, this is huge. There's some exotics in here too. We're not going to be able to do this in one go, so I'm just going to clear the entrance then from where... Oh, hello. Let's get rid of you. Yeah, there's a load of nodes at the entrance, so we'll sort all this one out and we'll come back another time. Righty, let's get back home. Nice and late. Now, that should... My backpack is completely full as well, and so is Maximus, so this is the right time to leave. That's still a lot more to get from that cave, but at least that should be enough to get most of our pieces done now, so... Well, we'll find out when we get home. Right, firstly, let's sleep it off. Get nice big rested bonus, and those signs, by the way, give +2 coziness each, which is kind of funny. And we're going to come over this way. We are going to knock up steel bloom. We're actually really low on charcoal, but not on coal. So we'll max it out via that. Is that all of our iron ore here? It is. Oh, man. Crazy. Let's also smelt up some of the bigger ores. So we'll go with the gold. Yeah, we got a good amount of charcoal in here actually that we can use. And I'll leave the fire on just to make a bit more. Now I'm desperately trying not to overdo the amount that we have though as well. It's important. Right, with these rebars, so what are we up to? I've got some of those. Let's get 25 more pillars. I think I'm going to do that as the most. That should be more than we need. And I'll start upgrading. I think I want to plan on building it first, though. I want a stair piece. So what I might do... So let's first spend our talent point that we unlocked. And we're getting close to be able to do this bottom one. So plus 20% spoil time of harvested items is really nice. I did get this planted crops will not wither as well. But I'm really after this one space in the stomach. So I need to have a look. Oh, base stamina. That's pretty good. I don't know if this buffs from vegetable-only foods are increased. So our salads, we get a buff from those. Let's put into that, I think. So we can start eating those a little bit more. Probably need to harvest again. They don't go bad, so I haven't been. There's a couple that I need to reseed as well, but any of the new seeds will sort. And, oh man, this is crazy amounts of work to do. Let's start with some more of these pillars at least, though, so we're good. And then we'll also hit some of these roof pieces. So you can't directly upgrade them. What I've noticed is you can't directly upgrade them, but you can destroy them. Probably shouldn't be doing this during a storm. A little bit tedious, but then I can replace them afterwards. There we go, done a whole bunch. And because I'm not touching this side, I should do that now. I know it's raining, but I think I can do these guys at least. And I actually want to change how we lay out these guys as well. But I want to look at that at least from the outside so they don't look so silly. And the really nice thing is we're getting some resources back from these. So it means I can smash out also a bunch of rope. Yeah, let's have a quick look. Yeah, starting to come along nicely. So I've got 2 more pieces there to sort. Not sure how I feel. I think the whole front needs to be glass, you know, guys. I think I'm going to do that. So what do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces. And they're quite expensive. These, again, are steel ingots. So waiting on steel bloom. I mean, I've got 45 in here. I probably should do some more then. We're going to need a bunch. I don't have that much iron. Do another 16. I think that will cover us. So let's get these smelted up. Lovely bit of farming whilst we wait for this to clear. Just wanted to keep a close eye on the XP whilst I'm doing it, guys. We're getting super full, though. Why can't I swipe you guys? Oh, not quite ready. That was why. Pretty insane amount of XP, right? And honestly, chuck a bit in here. How are you looking? Take that. To be fair, they're pretty full anyway. I'll just top up the remaining of these so they've got a good amount. Feeding for 3. I need a bigger trough, to be fair. Yeah, this is getting super full. Got to remember to get my spoiled meat out. So what we've done is put a bunch of raw meat in here as well to spoil up. And that's so we've always got a continuous flow of biofuel. I mean, we have the full can anyway. I haven't even checked in on my other one. Let's see how long we've been going in the background on this. So I've left this kind of just running. It's empty. Right, that makes sense. Probably don't need to put it in just yet, though. Because these are full. But at least we can fill up another can. Let's grab the rest of the pillars. I think we can go and do a bit more of those. And then I can kind of gauge how many we are at. Right, 4. Oh, no, I got a couple over there as well. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pillars remaining. So 8 more. And guess what I need? Steel rebar. Absolutely insane amounts. Right, 8 more pillars. Completely done. Lovely. Now I'm going to break down the rest of these and put in our other roof pieces. Thanks for playing. And then we need to decide how we're going to do this. So firstly, I need to get a good set of stairs. Now, I think we want the interior trim one now. So I'm just going to have a look at that. We've got so many points. I'm holding on to them, though. 17. So there's the advanced building or internal ones. Advanced masonry bench. I mean, clay brick. It's pretty insane. It looks really nice, but it is so expensive. Might even be tier 2 for the interior. Let's go across. Yeah, interior wood building base set. Let's go ahead and get that. And let's see. So interior wood. Is that going to be on this thing? It is. Okay. What is it to make these? So we're going to need a bunch of refined wood. So let's hit up some of that. That is 17 minutes nearly. And then copper nails. So copper nails should be all right. We've got a few already done. So we'll grab in those. And then steel bloom, I'm just going to let that one finish off over here. And then I should be able to also upgrade these. I'm thinking about changing the way that these kind of work as well. That didn't even unlock interior stairs. I think it's that one, isn't it? So if we get an interior wood ramp, I'm going to start with that. And then do these go over the top? I've never really worked with the interior wood. So I'm wondering if we put them in, will they be getting hit by the storm? Because I can see they shouldn't do. The wall should be covering it. And that would actually give me back quite a lot of concrete if I hit those up. And it would look really nice. Anyway, let's continue on them. So let's figure this out. Let's firstly start picking up some of these. So I've got a place to work with. I am just stuffing these on the wall at the moment just to make sure we've got the bonus. Need one more wall concrete piece, which we are out of. Just a second here. Let's get that one in. Pillars are coming in as well. That's nice. So looking pretty good. I think we're not running out of tree sap, which is nice. And I think we're going to queue up just a bunch more of this as well. And I'll put it in after this interior wood ramp because I'm hoping I can turn that into some interior stairs. Let's see if this fruit and veg modifier actually does anything now. I don't know what it was before, so I'm going to consume it. And I should be able to recognize. It says 19 minutes. I think that one does mean that they last longer, which is great. And then mixed berries is also the same. And these are XP foods. Pretty good buffs on stuff. So we get the oxygen and water consumption is pretty handy. Yeah, plus 87% maximum health. Maximum stamina on this one. Plus 12% experience gain as well. So yeah, it gives a buff to everything within the salad, which is amazing. How are you guys looking? Can we get any levels with you whilst I've been working here? We got a couple of skill points in you, haven't we? Let's get your stamina up a bit so I'll be able to take you out as well. Oh, and I've managed to get these in. So 3. Oh, I need 10 more glass. Did I leave? What are you doing? Did I leave any silica? I did. Nice. I'm going to have to smelt up a tiny bit more glass as well. I'm going to change this whole front panel. So I'll make what I can so far. I think we can get 2 more. And I'm going to replace all of these front ones. Be nice to be able to see out, won't it? So 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 2. Cool, we'll let that do its thing. Look a little bit cooler with the glass. Obviously, ignore the doorway so far. And that does give us back some concrete walls. And then we've got 17 concrete floor pieces. So I think I'm going to change a few of these. These ones I will keep concrete. So we're going to upgrade these guys. I don't even know how you get at that. There we go. Good start. It looks so much nicer with the concrete floor in all of these as well. We should be able to at least support all these as well. And we've got our pillars as well. So let's go finish that off. Lots of work we're smashing through. Right, what else can we make? So we've got that. We're waiting for our stone stairs. So we're going to need... What I need to do is strip it all away. So then I know what I need. The problem is we're in a bit of storm season at the moment. I'll go ahead and strip these out a second. Same with you guys. Don't need you. So completely stripped out. I think this needs stripping too. I think this is where we're going to need some interior floor. So I want it to look nice. What is this? This is 2 wide by 3. So 6 interior floor pieces on this end as well. And just whilst we wait, because I don't want to wait too long, let me come with stone and we'll just upgrade it afterwards. So I'm just thinking which way around. We kind of need to go here, right? So I'm going to place that there. I'll deal with you in a minute because we can still walk around. Let's get rid of that a second. And floor pieces I can upgrade afterwards as well. So if we just deploy so I know what I'm working with. Get rid of you. Yeah, that's good. And then we can start placing our wall pieces down. We need some kind of, I think, do I get reinforced glass over this end or do we get a double window? I think we get a double window this end. And then we'll go with the other bits. Oh, I've just sealed myself in. That's it. So I need a railing as well. So we're going to need some kind of trim in this bit. So we don't have that. Interior wood building trim. Oh my god. The interior wood is going to take forever. And then let's get some more walls in. I can do 11 more. It's probably overkill. Let's get 6 to start. That should be enough to at least sort this out. And then I can place the bed and stuff up here. So let's move this as well. We're going to need to obviously do the water tool. But this gives us a bit more room. Yeah, there. And we can attach you in. This is easy enough. I can go wire from you into you. Phase 1. Now, I've got to try and figure out. I think if we go walls around the back here, like I say, I think I'll have an entrance point. We'll strip this out eventually and we'll come across with a glass top. But that isn't for today, I don't think. And then we can utilize the whole thing through here. Yeah, that would look super cool. Or we go over the top of this. Maybe going over the top of this would be even cooler. So we have like an interior or some kind of... Well, let's try it out, right? If we get some kind of stairs... Is this going to overdo what we can do in our bedroom, though? We could have an overhang going this way, but I'm thinking we go up here, we turn this into a tunnel, and then we flatten this out. So the only way up is via that one. I'll think about it. I think that might be pretty cool, though. All right, we got our other concrete wall pieces then. It might cause issues with us trying to fix this, but we'll see. Pretty sure what we're going to need to do is turn this one into a square piece across here. But that's good. Yeah, that's cool. So we can have a square piece in that one to cover ourselves. Or do we put in a concrete? Let me put this back in. And then we try a concrete triangle there, actually. And I actually have a couple of those in. I know there's a lot of fiddling. This is the best part of the game for me. It's trying to figure these little bits out. I'm thinking if we can get it in there. I don't know how I'm going to place this. There it is. Boom. Right. Oh, it's the wrong way around, though, so we're going to need to sort that. And we have some roof pieces on us, so let's try and figure out what we can do with this. Do we just straight up hit it with a triangle? I'm not sure. Yeah, rather than a flat one, though, I might go with the points. Let me take a look. Do I like that? No. We might need flat points or cap them off with this. I think we cap them off. So what do we need? One, and then a couple of side pieces, also one up there. As I say, I'm going to keep this open. This should be fine once I've got that in, but at least I can have a sheltered bed in here. So let's pick that up. I don't know whether that's silly putting the bed under there. I'll try it to see if it allows me. Pretty sure we can enter it and get out. Yeah, it gets me out on top of there. So I'll put the bed under there. I'm going to clear up the queue. We're going to go for one more of those. Let's get 17 interior. We're going to start smashing these up to interior wood. And then refined wood whilst I'm away, I'm going to make sure I just set that off to craft. So let's start with upgrading these. Only downside is I don't know if durability will hold, so I need to keep an eye on it. Pretty sure it will. Alright, we go all the way over to this bit, so let's get some more on. Wow, I didn't quite realise how many we need. Copper nails, but they look so much nicer. I'm going to leave that concrete in there, though. This is pretty immense because we now have a bunch of concrete floor. So let's finish off at the top. We need 2 wall pieces. Let's go do one at a time. How many more wall pieces do we need here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So another 8. Place these 2. So we're going to go one there, one there. Then we need the 2 triangles. This reinforced glass is going to take me ages to do. So what I'll probably do is cap that off for now. Good news is I can straight upgrade that one and then deploy this. Am I allowed to? Don't know if I'm allowed to because the stairs are there. So maybe I'll do this another time. Yeah, it makes sense. This is nice and spacious up here too because we really don't want this wood getting damaged. And I also need to check out the wood railing set, which again, we need the copper nails. So let's take a stack of those. Not sure if I only need 2 wood railings. We'll go for that. And then in this one, I don't know how many of these I'm going to need. Let's just get those 8. Let's upgrade the rest of these walls. I know there's a lot of back and forth, guys, but this, yeah, you'll thank me later. There's a couple of pillars, actually, I have in here. I don't think they're required, though. All right, let's try and get these placed in. So, I've got concrete edge pieces, 1. Flip you around. I need 1 more plus, so 3 more of those, and upstairs is done. We're cutting it mighty fine here. 3 of those. I've upgraded everything down here now other than the floor as well, so that's looking good. Oh man, I'm so happy. This is like a mammoth task that I really wanted to get done. There's my wooden floor pieces. I'm still not convinced this is enough. All right, 3 more, and then we'll leave the rest of this wood to be smashed out into refined, so we won't have to worry about it. Boom. And I've got my railings. So haven't quite figured out how we do this. I think we get one there. Hoping... Oh, we have the new curved things. I forgot about that. I think we can only do the one because I think probably need like a half railing there. But this is okay for now. It's starting to look really nice. Oh, I've got a one floor piece I need to do there as well. That's going to really bug me. There it is. Right, we have a what I would call the start of a bedroom. Is my coziness still good? Yeah, it is. And then we're going to start... I need to place my cupboard down. The bed isn't in the right place. Just put this shelving unit here. Let's move the bed. So, honestly, let's just stick it over in this corner for now. Beautiful. I still need to get in the window. So, one thing... Oh, hello. I like you roaming about. Get out of here. One thing I need to do, is there a better version of the windows? There's an aluminium door, and is there an aluminium window? It's glass building trim set. So can we get reinforced glass building trim set? There it is. So reinforced... No, that isn't what I need. Glass window, heavy glass window. There it is. So we're going to unlock that one. Let's get these in. So on a double glass window there's quite a bit I need to probably replace on windows. That is the most pointless one right there, looking into that. So let's get rid of this. I got a lot of tidying up to do. And reinforced glass window, iron ingot, glass, and epoxy. Let's get those two crafting for this. We should be able to deploy them in there. Do they look any good? They look kind of nice. They're okay, aren't they? Not very bright in here. At least they match the concrete, which is a good start. And let's get these corner pieces in. Something's breaking. Ah, that's not supported. So we need some beams at the top. That one's also struggling. Put that one the wrong way round. All right, we'll start with some supporting beams, hopefully in this bit. And then we'll stick two more there. Let's see if this helps. This one was okay. I need to do the other side as well. All right, it's green. This one won't be. So let's get a couple more. Oh, yeah, I see why. This is empty, isn't it? We might need a beam on one of these. Or do we wall this like a kitchen, actually? So we have a doorway opening this end. Need to move this. We move this one over. Then have the kitchen in there. That could work. Yeah, let's pick this up. If we put that archway there, I would go interior, but I wonder if that has now given me enough support for this. It has. Nice. So fully supported with this doorway here. So I need to get another one in this bit. I need to move a few things around then, don't I? Getting a bit heavy here. So let's replace this. I'll get a normal stove at some point anyway. But just so I can dump all this back in. Let's imagine there's a wall there. We'll get the biofuel composter there. This one's going to be an absolute nightmare to move. Let's quickly sleep this off. And last but not least, let's get this little sucker in. Boom. So, bedroom complete. So, nothing blocking us here, which is nice. I need a concrete wall piece in there and there. I need to move this first, though. So, let's get... That can stay. Let's get all of this. And let's pick you up. So, I might need to move all the piping around, but that's fine. Where are we going to deploy you? I know we're going to move on to industrial anyway. So, for a moment, I need to get rid of that smelter, to be fair. Just place you there. I know, guys, lots of back and forth. It's really important that we get all of this done, though. Let's also get rid of this mortar and pestle. There is a next upgrade to that we probably want to get in, but it does just fine for now. You can put it on top of a, what's it called as well, a unit. Let's destroy the old one. Let's deploy this one for now. And then we'll run the water over the top. All right, give me my wall pieces. Boom. Right, sorted. So I'm going to leave that open, though. I'm not going to have anything in here. This is going to be what we will call the kitchen. And then we'll have this as like the main workshop. And then this is just going to fill out with everything. So yeah, kitchen stuff. Let's take all this out. And this raw food container and stuff needs to be moved over too. I think for now, though, we'll just leave the raw food there. That works. And last but not least, let's take a look from outside to see how this looks with that extra bit on top. So I'm just going to come on from over there. Yeah, that's looking good with all the concrete, isn't it? We're coming in. I need to sort that pillar. I don't like the look of that, but that looks nice. And that wooden window. But really, really happy with how that's coming out. So enough of the building. We've got potentially another mission to do, but I also will need to get myself some ammo sorted. Now, I'm not sure what mission we'll do, but we have... Let's get the 12 gauge. We'll get 50 more of these done. We'll carry those. That's 79. Let's take a look at the missions. And that, because I've had enough of building for today. That looks cool with the point, though. Very, very happy with that. Right, we have this one called Accumulation. I'm going to try and do it. I don't know what it is they asked for.
Weird and paranoid, but they got the tech and the cash to do whatever they want. They're building new facilities in orbit and need help on the ground. Someone who can source raw materials, process them, and get them up to space in one piece without getting dead. Sure sounds like you, so check your HUD and roll out. Good luck.
Thanks, Sol. So, if we look, one's pretty close, this one's really far. So what I'm going to do is just check out the close one to start. Because all it says at the moment is farming shipment, but ideally I could do with knowing what they are before we have to send them off, right? So we'll see what this one is first. Because one's hunting shipment. So maybe I'll be able to hunt whilst I'm over there. I'm hoping the close one is the farming one. So I can find out what they want. Okay. Let's see what they've got. 350. Wow. Okay. That's insane. 350 cooked meat. 800 fur, 800 leather. I'm pretty sure I have the leather and fur, but the cooked meat, we're going to need to get going on that. I've got quite a lot of raw sat at home anyway. Let's see how much cooked we've got. 13 there. Got loads of raw still, so we'll start cooking that up. I'm going to let Kevin go and eat. I'm going to use you to run over. What we could do is set up a couple of campfires around it, just start hunting nearby and smashing it through. I think the farming shipment, I might check what the requirements are and take those over. Have a little look online. Probably the better option. Pretty sure it doesn't spoil in here. Yeah, there we go. So we've got 59 in of the cooked meat. It's time. So I think I'm going to hit up some campfires nearby and just start hammering through these, to be fair. Righty, I got a few campfires in hand and a little bit of meat to get us started. Got the wood in, we'll start the cooking, and I'll probably go and grab the meat from my other one as well, to be honest. It'll be a little bit quicker. That was another 12 whilst we were away from here, which isn't great. I've got another 42 to cook up and 20 or so being cooked. So, yeah, there's a lot of hunting we need to sort. Now, one thing I will say on these missions, I think I've got enough, by the way, is you really do get so many bones and XP, actually. It's quite handy. Right, whilst we wait for the last 11 to cook up, let's go into our talent points then. I'm going to come down the combat tree now, and I'm going to pump, what have we got? 5% chance to craft additional ammo. I think we should probably get that. There we go, that's more than enough. In you go.
For my money, that's all of them.
Let's move on over, and we're going to go home and pick up the rest, or what we need for this big one. So I've had a look. I don't know if we've got enough carrots grown yet, because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's 200 that we need. Now I'm going to leave those campfires there as a reminder of the grind that I had to do. Right, all water set up. Now, they don't look horrendous, just looks like we're piping into them. Oh no, I've got one more to do here actually. And then I just need to go stick a bit of fuel into it. Right, whilst I wait for the grow, I'm actually running over with some ingredients that I've salted up so they don't spoil. And just so we can have it on the screen and we can see how close we are then, it's going to be much easier, isn't it? I'm wondering if, now I'm focusing on the growing, I wonder if we can pick wild ones and put them in here, actually. You know what? If we see some on the way, it's worth grabbing because it is possible that we might be able to. Really nice area over here, though.
All you gotta do now is get that stuff back to orbit.
I wonder if all this time I probably could have picked stuff. I'm just grabbing it right now because there seems to be a lot on the floor here. Let's try it. Oh, it's possible. At least I can see what I need now. Let's dump all this in. Yeah, so the collected ones on the ground work as well. Amazing. All right, let me go around looking them. Oh my god, are they spiders? Oh no. Well, let's kill one. I've never seen a spider before. Oh my god. Die pretty easy actually. Let's try one of these. Let's not waste it. I really don't want it hitting me. Let's have a look at what we get off them. I have never seen one of these before, man. I'm venturing quite far away. Oh, organic resin and spider silk. Hey, that's pretty good. I know we're making that anyway, but we'll take it. That's a pretty good way of farming it. By the way, if anyone's wondering, that's all the way down here. So I'm assuming because you're going into whatever biome that bit is, it looks like a desert, but I don't think it is. I have 40 carrots on me. I need 3 more. So 1 more batch and we are good. Yes, I'm quite far away. I've had to walk pretty far. Much easier in the day to see them. There they go. So you can see them from quite far away in the day. I'm going to grab all these anyway, just in case. You never know. This is the sort of patch that I needed. We'll see loads now that we don't need them, but let's get back and let's finish this mission. Here we go. Let's get our goodies. We've almost got to level 36, so I just have them all. Boom. Let's get out of here.
You got everything. That wasn't so hard, was it?
I mean, it was quite hard. It was an absolute nightmare. Well, that's nice to know. Right, I'm going to get myself home, but guys, that's going to be where I end this one out. We have done so much grinding in this one. As always, please hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you aren't already as well. It's a massive help. And as always, take it easy. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.